Good morning, everybody. I'm Nancy Aulett, your best bet yet. We're here today to talk about everything you need to know about selling Philly properties. And there really isn't a heck of a whole lot to talk about other than in City Council right now, there is a bill pending for anyone that sells Philadelphia properties. They're on the settlement sheet or somewhere in the paperwork that it's going to be required that you put your business privilege license number. The city of Philadelphia right now is looking for a lot of revenue. It's an area that they realize that they haven't been collecting all the revenue due them. So I just wanted to make everybody aware of this bill that is pending. We don't know when it's going to pass. We also don't know if and when it does pass, how they're really going to collect the information and who's going to be responsible. But there is a Philadelphia business privilege license because it is a privilege to do business in the city of Philadelphia. So again, they're just looking to collect a lot of revenue that they've been missing out on. So I wanted everybody to realize and understand that. I know our office, and I heard from some other offices that the city did a sampling within the last 6 months and sent letters out to the offices checking to make sure that those that were names that were on these letters did have their business privilege license. So I know that they're already starting to figure out how they're going to collect the revenue. So anyhow, I happen to get one of those letters. That's how I know about it. I have a business privilege license, so I just gave them what they needed. So just wanted to make an FYI. But anyhow, going on to everything you need to know about selling Philly properties. As one of the things that's different in Philadelphia from some of the other counties is your use and occupancy. In Philadelphia, the use and occupancy is a useless piece of paper because all our title company does when they get our file for a Philadelphia property is they send the address over or they email it over to the city. As long as no one has complained to the city as far as high weeds or trash or an abandoned building where someone has lodged a complaint, it always comes back that the use and occupancy is clear. Again, it's another way that our fine city, which I do happen to live in, our fine city is collecting revenue. And so really, I know here out in the county in certain parts, they physically come out and do an inspection. In Philadelphia, all that happens is that when the request for a use and occupancy is made, is that they go into that file for that street address to make sure there's no violations on record, end of story. And then they send the paperwork over to our title company, and it says there that if there's no violations, because no one's made a complaint. Typically in Philadelphia, what you'll find is the complaints are, since there's a lot of rental properties, a lot of the absentee landlords will let the grass grow real high, and right now the little wishies, I mean, they're really easy to find. And people in the neighborhood can lodge a complaint with CLIP, which is the Quality Life Improvement Program in Philadelphia. So if you have an abandoned building or you have a property that has been a rental and has not been rented lately and there's trash and there are high weeds, a neighbor can call the city of Philadelphia. CLIP will come out and they will mow the lawn, remove the trash, but that's when a violation then gets put against the property, and for each occurrence it's a different dollar value. I believe the first cut from CLIP is a $75 violation, and it goes up every time they have to come out after that. But when the property does receive a violation, the city does follow up and send off to the owner something in the mail so they understand that. But again, a lot of the rental properties, they're absentee landlords, so who knows whether they really receive that information or not. Other than the use and occupancy, selling properties in Philadelphia, those properties that are on lockboxes, the majority of the time, you will not find electronic lockboxes in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Board of Realtors doesn't really use electronic lockboxes. Bucks County Board does. So most of the time in Philadelphia, you'll find a combination lockbox. Other than that, I think they're really the only things that are different from Bucks County and Montgomery County to Philadelphia. Anybody have questions?
How's the market different?
You know what, if everything is price driven, If it's priced right, regardless of condition, it's going to sell. And I have a property right now where I have 3 offers in on it. So we're back to that multiple offers again, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. You know, it's a good thing because we're trying to get our sellers the best that we can. It's a bad thing because many times now you've got realtors, your co-op agents, who are getting very upset when you don't close out their transaction. So and you know what? We're here to do the best for our sellers. We want to keep our co-ops as our friends because when the market always shifts, you don't want to get them angry or upset, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. But it is, it's a good market right now. So we're doing really good.
Are there different things to look for in home inspections in Philadelphia, like roofs? Are there different types of roofs in
Yeah, there
Philadelphia?
are different types of roofs. In Philadelphia, we have a lot of flat tar roofs or flat rubber roofs. And I do also know that years ago with FHA, you had to have your documentation as to the age of the roof. Nowadays in Philadelphia, if you have an FHA transaction, which is a good portion of the market, is that the appraiser, it's subjective to the appraiser. However, they're really just looking for if there's any stains on the ceiling, if there's some kind of water issue, then they will call for a certification or a roofing inspection. But if everything looks okay, the appraiser's not going to call for anything like they used to. So all our bold friends out in Bold Land, we hope that you are doing a great job and you are going to do a lot of business when you're done.